I'm Liz Kaminski, and you're watching New York One News. Our top stories are coming up, but first, a check of our weather on the ones. Yeah. I'm Liz Kaminski, and you're watching New York One News. Our top stories are coming up, but first, a check of our weather on the ones. For the rest of the afternoon, expect some sunshine mixed with clouds, and we'll see temperatures peak around 52 degrees. Looking ahead for tomorrow, it will be nice but windy with daytime highs in the mid-50s. Sunny and cool for Veterans Day on Monday. Our high, 55 degrees, and then expect chillier conditions for the rest of the week with highs mostly in the 40s. 2 people are dead in a 3-car accident in the Bronx. It happened shortly after 7 this morning at Exit 5 on the Hutchinson River Parkway in Orchard Beach. Investigators say a driver in the northbound lane lost control of his black SUV, hit the left guardrail, and then hit the right guardrail, flipping over his car and sending it into the southbound side. The car struck 2 oncoming vehicles, killing 2 occupants of a livery cab and injuring 3 people inside a white SUV. The driver of the black SUV and occupants of the white SUV were taken to a local hospital in stable condition. The parkway has been closed in both directions in the area. The Red Cross is now estimating that up to 1,200 people have died in the Philippines as the country reels from Typhoon Haiyan. Powerful storm surges rushed through the streets of Tacloban City this morning. As communication systems get back online, more reports of casualties are coming in. An official from the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines says more than 100 bodies were found lying in the streets of one hard-hit city. The death toll is expected to rise as more information becomes available. Typhoon Haiyan slammed into central Philippines on Thursday, knocking out power and communications and forcing almost 750,000 people out of their homes. Officials say the storm was packing winds of nearly 150 miles per hour and gusts up to 170. That is comparable to a strong Category 4 hurricane in the U.S. Haiyan is now headed on a path towards Southeast Asia. The annual summit of New York lawmakers in Puerto Rico welcomed Mayor-elect Bill de Blasio with open arms last night. De Blasio was in San Juan with his wife, both to address supporters and to receive an award. Politicians, union leaders, and a variety of others crowded to get a moment with the city's first Democratic mayor in 20 years. He hit on many of his campaign themes, including affordable housing and higher taxes for the wealthy. When asked about whether he's eyeing anyone in particular for roles in his administration, de Blasio remained cagey.
Haven't done any formal interviews. I mean, it's well known that some people I've talked about, two names I've talked about. One I've worked with in his current role as Phil Banks, and one I've sought advice from repeatedly over the last few years is Bill Bratton. So I know both of them well, but I'm saying I have not done any interviews, I haven't done any vetting.
Also in attendance was Manhattan Councilwoman Melissa Mark Viverito, an early supporter of de Blasio's and leading contender in the upcoming race for City Council Speaker. De Blasio hasn't given his endorsement for the position yet. When you kick back with friends at a bar, perhaps the last thing you think about is giving to charity. But our latest New Yorker of the Week is trying to change that for the sake of the hungry in our city. Here's New York One's John Schumo to explain. More news and another check of the forecast is coming up. And remember, if you'd like more information on any of the stories you see on New York One, remember you can log on to our website at ny1.com.